Hey everyone, welcome back to the Platform Podcast, Great Plains Studio. We've been going through state of Kansas and state of Missouri talent. Now what I'd like to do is take you around the Great Plains region and just fill you in on some talent that I've physically seen for my own eyes or gotten with a coach. Coach has told me to have a look at him, and the coach has given me his recommendation, and so I've looked at them. So that leads me to my first point on this video is what separates us from other recruiting places is that, like On3 and 24/7, they pretty much get what they hear from other recruiting places, and they have a meeting and then they vote for the rankings, but all they ever see is the huddle videos. So what we do here at the Platform and DR Sports is we have boots on the ground scouts, such as myself, that will attend 7-on-7 camps, and then every Friday night we're out there, boots on the ground, talking to kids and talking to coaches. So we are a boots on the ground recruiter. So every single person that we talk about is somebody that we've actually laid eyes on. So with that being said, where that's important is that, for me at least, when I send a coach a kid's name and stuff for him to look at, my name is attached to that young man. So I don't want the young man to have character issues, and because then they won't take me serious. So what I'm looking at is, I'm not looking at just a huddle video. When I go boots on the ground, I see the quarterback when he throws an interception. How does he go to the sideline? Does he take criticism or coaching from his coach, or does he throw a fit? A running back, when he scores a touchdown, does he thank his offensive lineman? If he's not getting any running space, does he yell at his offensive lineman, wide receivers? Do you yell at your quarterback for not delivering you a good ball? Those are the characters that I want to see. I don't want to see a negative teammate. But that's the stuff you don't see on huddle videos. That's the stuff you don't see big time recruiting sites, because all they have is film of highlights. I want to see good, bad, and the ugly. I want to see the good stuff. I want to see the ugly stuff. But I want to see how you come back. So with that being said, let's just jump in. We're mostly going to stay around the Great Plains, but may slip outside of the Great Plains a little bit. So first of all, we're going to start off at Nebraska. And I'll start off with Will Anderson. He's Bellevue West, 2026, 6'2", 200 pounds, and he is a Northern Iowa commit. What I have to say about Will is that he is my all-time favorite quarterback. I have written an interview article with him, and it is on the platform, so you can go check it out. It's an interview with him personally. I've known Will since he was about 14 or 15, and I saw him playing on the 18Us, and he was dominated on the 18Us. So I saw him, approached him, and we built a really good relationship. So I'm so proud of Will. Again, Northern Iowa. He's going to go there and study to be a dentist. He's an amazing, amazing young man. So I'm so proud of Will. Bellevue West, out of Omaha, Nebraska, 2026, 6'2", 200 pound, Northern Iowa. Commit. If you get a chance, run out to Bellevue and give him a watch. The other one is Braylon Warren, Omaha West Side, Omaha, 2027. He's 6'2", 195. He's uncommitted. He's down between, last I've heard, he's down between Missouri and Illinois, with K-State on an outside possibility. Just my opinion, K-State has as much as I'm not a big K-State fan, they have an amazing quarterback coming up from Texas that they just got in. So I would really like to see him at Missouri for an SEC. I'd like to see him in Illinois. Wherever he goes, you're getting a great, great, great young man, a wonderful quarterback, and a possible program-changing quarterback. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. So with that, we'll go to Arkansas. Another quarterback that I saw out of Bentonville High School, 2026, 6'1", 200 pound. He's uncommitted. He is Cole Slepecki. And what I like to say about Cole is when I first saw him, a lot of coaches will know when you see a quarterback and you see the ball come out of the hand, every quarterback has the same. But if you see one that comes out of the hand differently, with a different speed, a different look, everything's just different, but it's like elevated. That's the way the ball comes out of Cole's hand. I've told him ever since I saw him, the ball just comes out of your hand different. Amazing accuracy. Wonderful, wonderful kid. So get Cole Slepecki. He's out of Bentonville. Now, Bentonville is one of the Arkansas's biggest historical quarterback producers. They have one coming up by the name of Logan Hart. He is a 5'11", 165, and he is the number 8 ranked quarterback in 2029 nationally. Logan he's an absolute grinder. He wants to compete. He wants to work out every single minute of the day. If he's not in school, he takes school extremely serious. Once he's out of school, he start grinding again. Logan will be, he's number 8 nationally right now. If he keeps on the track that he's going to, I can see him totally being a top 5 in the nation 2029 quarterbacks nationally. He's that good. And being in Bentonville, he's going to get the coaching. He's going to get the competition. He's going to get the notoriety. So go see both of those guys in Bentonville. Next high school I want to go to is Greenwood. I have a 2028 quarterback named Daben Gaines. What I love about Daben is he has great drive, work ethics, and he's a quarterback workout specific workout rat. Always. He's either training with a trainer, he's either training at home. He is met his dad. His dad is a wonderful, wonderful guy. Sat there and visited with him for easily an hour. Daben wants it. Daben is a great quarterback that will, if one alone would make it, he'd be up at Alabama. So Daben Gaines. Now he's got a wide receiver named Braxton Canada. He's a 2028. He's a possession wide receiver. He runs great short routes. Tremendous route skills. If you need 5 yards for the first down, he's going to run the slant. He's going to run you a great route to where the quarterback's going to hit him, and it's going to be a first down. So Braxton Canada. So that's Arkansas. Now we move on to Colorado. I got a bunch of Colorado. I know for maybe 5 or 6 years, 2 7-on-7 programs out there. Both of them are top nationally. The Ducks and Team Full Gorilla. So Team Full Gorilla's quarterback this last year was Brady Bodica. He is out of Cherry Creek, which is in the Denver area. 2026, 6'2", 220. He is a Louisiana Tech commit. Now, Team Full Gorilla always puts their quarterbacks. I should have written some of them down, but they've had Braden Dorman, Logan Madden. They just produced quarterbacks at Team Full Gorilla, and Brady fits the bill. Austin Ladrovsky, he's up at South Dakota State, and he's just a wonderful quarterback. Well, Brady Bodica, he plays at Cherry Creek. Now, he has a running back at Cherry Creek that is 5'11", 185. He runs a 10.6 700. He had 1,815 yards last year, and he was offered by Wyoming, La Tech with Bodica, San Diego State, and Cal, but he committed to Connecticut. Now, Thursday night, Cherry Creek and Brady and Jaden Fox, that's his name, Jaden Fox. Jaden had 6 carries for 169 yards and 3 touchdowns. So Jaden Fox is definitely a Denver area running back. He's committed to Connecticut. If you get a chance, go out to Cherry Creek and you'll see some studs out there. Next, we're going to go to Landon Kalsbeck. 2026 6'1", 210, 3-star out of Dakota Ridge. He had over 20 offers. He was the 2024 Colorado State High School Athletics Association 4A MVP in his first team All-Colorado. He is a Washington State commit. So I am super happy for that, because I'm a pretty big Washington State fan. When I found out he was going to go there, I was extremely excited. So good luck, Landon. So next we want to move to some of the Ducks players. Kind of like Will, one of my all-time favorite quarterbacks, Nick Ratty. He's out of Thomas Jefferson Highlands Ranch High School, 6'1", 185. He's uncommitted, but he does have a McPherson offer. I would love for him to go to McPherson, because then I can go watch him play a little bit. What I like about Nick is, again, at such a young age, 14, 15, I could see this kid had the talent to go really, really, really high. But he's also got he's a really good character kid. Again, another guy that talked to his dad. Wonderful, wonderful dad. We'll sit there and talk about stuff for an hour or so. But Nick is a wonderful quarterback. What I noticed about Nick is, when I first met Nick, he was just a little guy, real little. He's short and kind of skinny. Now he's up there. Oh man, he's put on the weight. He's put on the muscle. He's put on the height. And right now he is a D1 size quarterback. Great drive on the ball. Perfect mechanics. So Nick Rady is definitely a guy to check out. Now he has I think he played for the Ducks with Gavin Montoya. Gavin is a 2027 Broomfield High School. He's a starter on a state championship team. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a physical specimen. I mean, this guy is a brick, a brick house. His fundamentals and technique are wonderful, far advanced most 2027 kids. He has D1 Power 4 ability and a skill set. What I see with him, he's a wide receiver now. What I see from him is, at a 2027, I see him putting on a lot of muscle and getting the work in this year, and then next year I see him possibly going on to a hybrid in college. He'll be a pass catching tight end. He can block down pretty good, so that's why I say kind of a hybrid pass catching, but he'll block at the line of scrimmage. The next, I want to go to Aveda West High School, Adrian Samoa. He is a 3-star running back, 2026, and he is a Navy commit. So I just want to bring him up. He's a wonderful, wonderful kid again, and thank you for committing to Navy. I'm so proud to know you. So Adrian Samoa out of Aveda West High School in Colorado. So now we're going to slide over kind of outside the Great Plains. We're going to move over to Kentucky. I want to bring up Kentucky because I got two players there that I know of. One is Chance McPike. He has over 15 Power 4 offers. He is committed to Sacramento State. Please go check out Chance McPike and Paducah, Kentucky. And then Ashton Taylor. He's a 2028 running back. He is he's number 1 running back in Kentucky in 2028, but he's the number 13 nationally for 2028 class running back. He's 5'10", 160 pounds. He was the FBU freshman All-American, and he already has offers from BYU and Cal. Again, he's a 2028, the number 1 running back in Kentucky for 2028, and the number 13 ranked nationally running back. So check out Ashton. Next, I'm going to go to Illinois. I know a lot of Illinois guys from 5P. My God, 5P coaches and entire program are just wonderful. Not express how much, if you have a young man that wants to get into 7-on-7 and he's in the St. Louis area, please go to 5P. Wonderful guys. Want to start off with another quarterback that I found when he was like 14 or 15 years old. Jaden Ellington. He is from Althoff Catholic in Bellevue, Illinois. He is uncommitted. He's a 2027, 5'11", 180 pounds. What I like to tell you about Jaden is he led his high school team to the state championship win as a sophomore. That's how good he is. He's also extremely versatile. I've seen him perform at 7-on-7 and camps. I've seen him perform at quarterback, which is where he shines, but he also at DB and wide receiver. Extremely athletic. Another thing about Jaden, again, I've known him for many, many, many years. Whenever he travels to all these 7-on-7 tournaments, one thing I know, when I go to a 5P tournament, I say, is Jaden going to be there? And they say, yeah. I say, I know, I got to see his mom. His mom is one of the greatest football moms I've ever easily top 3 football moms. So I always got to say hi to Jaden's mom. Just shout out to her. Then we have a Braxton Fawcett. He's at Harlem High School. He is a seasoned. He's a 2028, but when you watch him, you would say he is a senior. Again, a freshman that had 22 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Wonderful, wonderful fundamentals, mechanics. You look at him and you're like, there is no way this is a 2028 kid. Braxton Fawcett out of Harlem High School. Then we want to go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got a bunch of guys, because I met a bunch of Oklahoma guys at the DR Sports, the DR7 in Oklahoma City, and a lot of them are Chris Harris elite guys. Some aren't. That I'm going to tell you. Boston Hamilton, he's out of Bixby, 6'1", 150, 229. He transferred in, and he will be the starter next year. So I want to bring him up just so you know. Boston Hamilton, get him on your books. Coaches, register that name and be on the lookout for Boston Hamilton. He will be the quarterback for Bixby. Now Bixby is, I want to say they're number 7 team in the nation, and they are there they're a top 10 team every year. So you know Boston's going to be good if he's going to be the next man up. Next, I want to go to Emery Snyder. He's out of Bixby. He's at 6'4", 205 DB, and he's committed to West Virginia. Saw him at the tournament, and he's one of those guys where I saw him, had excellent fundamentals. I could tell he had the talent, so I went up and talked to him, asked him his name. He said Emery Snyder, and I said, oh, makes sense now. Yeah, West Virginia commit. So Bixby also has, now their starting quarterback now is Carson Kirby. 5'11", 180. He threw for 3,000 yards, and he's going for the 4th straight state title at Bixby. So remember, I told you Bixby's every year. So Carson Kirby is there this year. Watch out for Boston coming year after that. So Bixby is set for, they're in line for 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 state titles in a row. Again, Carson Kirby, Boston Hamilton, and Emery Snyder. Next, I want to go down to a quarterback out of Edmond North. He's a 2028, 6'2", 205 quarterback. Lakin Brassfield. Saw Lakin at the DR7 tournament. Immediately caught my eye. I went up to him because he had great size at 6'2", 205. He had wonderful size, and the ball came out extremely well. He hit the open receiver. He was hitting them before the ball would be in the air before they made their breaks. He's a very, very, very seasoned quarterback. And I said, you know, what year are you? He said 2028, and I was just aghast. So Lakin Brassfield, watch out for him. 2027, and I hope I pronounced this school name right. It's Shamingo High School. It's Aiden Orr. He's a wide receiver / tight end. What I noticed about Aiden was that he was one of the best in that entire tournament at, when they run zone, he would find the open spot and sit down. Clutch catcher, clutch receiver. He never dropped a ball, but what I liked about it was he adjusted his routes every time for the zone coverage. He always found it, sat down and made the catch. So Aiden Orr. Then we have Asen Larkin out of Union. He's a 2028. Union, as a student of the Chris Harris Junior Elite Training and constant workouts. He grinds on his own with no coaches, just works out position training. And as a 2028, he shows really good dedication. Watch out for the wide receiver out of Union, Asen Larkin. Now we want to go to one of Chris Harris' elites. Big names, maybe not now, but I want you to write this name down. Brody Chalaki. He's a tight end. Okay. 2029, Sapulpa High School. He transferred from Coweta High School. Now this guy, he's 2029, 6'6", 220, and he moves. He's going to be, he'll be a starter at Sapulpa as a freshman. So I've seen, I don't know if you watch the other videos, I've seen 15, 20 top tight ends in the nation, with a bunch of them being in Kansas lately. Brody has the opportunity and the potential to be the best tight end I've ever seen. He's that good. Brody is athletic. He uses his size well. If the ball's within 10 yards, he's getting it. Just please remember the name, Brody Chalaki. Again, Sapulpa High School freshman. He's under Chris Harris Elite's team. Keep an eye out for him. So now we want to go to Iowa, which is Iowa 707. Now they're Mid-America 707. So we have a running back, Isaiah Hansen. He's a 2027 out of Newton High School. He does have an Iowa State offer. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. That Iowa State offer's not going to stand alone. He's going to get a bunch more. Wonderful runner. He runs with a forward lean. He's always going to deliver the blow. When he gets tackled, he's going to fall forward. So with that forward lean. Next is a wide receiver, Jaden Stevens. He's a 2028 Waverly. 6 foot 185. He does have Iowa and Iowa State offers. Much like Isaiah Hansen, he's going to get a lot more offers. I'd seen him at K-State's camp, and I would not be a bit surprised if he pulls a K-State offer pretty soon. We got Taylor Carter as a wide receiver, 2028 out of Cedar Falls. He's with the Iowa Savage 707. What I noticed on his tape was that he tracks the deep ball really well. So Taylor Carter out of Cedar Falls. Then we got Gianni Gary. He's a 2028 East High School out of Waterloo. He's really exciting to watch. He's a freshman. As a freshman, what I want you to do is go watch his huddle video. Amazing huddle video. Again, he's another Iowa Savage. He's smooth acceleration out of the breaks on both sides. Like I said, he's a wide receiver and corner. So he has smooth breaks. He's he's got good balance because he plays from his bent knees and not the bent hips. He plays from the bent knees, and so he has good acceleration and torque coming out of the breaks, both on offense and defense. He is a 5'10", 160 pounds. So he's getting a little bit of pub, but if he has a great season this season, watch out for Gianni Gary. Again, he'll get offers at wide receiver and corner. So a wide receiver out of Cedar Falls is Carson Gary, and interesting enough, these guys are not related that I know of. Gianni Gary and Carson Gary are not related. Carson is a 6'1", 180 pounds. At a young age and time to grow, I see him as another tight end wide receiver hybrid. As he grows older, with that size, he does have wide receiver hands. He has wide receiver fundamentals, moves. Again, bends at the knees, comes out of his breaks strong, with a lot of torque and acceleration. It's just with that size, I see him possibly being a tight end or tight end hybrid or a wide receiver. So then we want to go to Wisconsin. And Wisconsin, the 2026 number 9 running back in the state at 5'10", 190 pounds is Keaton DiMartino. He's, again, number 9 running back, but from what I've seen out of him, with a great season this season, he's going to go up probably. If I had to guess, he'll be about maybe 6 or 7 in the state. Keaton DiMartino. So keep an ear out and an eye out for him. Next, I want to go to Joel Perez. He's a 2027 Indian Trail High School out in Kenosha. He actually played this weekend. He had 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing TD. He plays for Thomas Jeffrey with Primetime Athletics. What I like about Joel is he's a consummate quarterback. He watches film a lot, and so his mind matches his physical play. So when you do that, the game is slowed. This game is slowed down a lot, and that's the way Joel plays. He knows exactly where he's going because he knows he's watched all this film, so he knows where he's going. So Joel Perez, 2027 out of Indian Trail. The next guy I want to talk about is J.J. Chapman. J.J. was another guy that I met a long time ago. He's a 2028 Oak Creek High School. He's the #1 overall player in Wisconsin in 2028, and he already has offers from Virginia Tech, Purdue, and Toledo. I expect Wisconsin, Notre Dame, Minnesota, where he won the PJ Flex Prospect Camp MVP. I expect them to offer pretty soon. J.J. Chapman is another one of my favorite players. He's a wonderful young man that anytime I ask him, hey, are you going to play in this tournament? Yes, coach. I mean, immediately answers. There is no, month later sorry coach, I didn't get no, he's all over it. So JJ, and he camps all over the nation. So again, he's the #1 overall player in Wisconsin. So that's about it. Now I will say this, Indiana, I would do a report on Indiana's players. However, I have a special surprise. I'm going to be doing a podcast with one of the big coaches in Indiana. So we're going to have specific show for Indiana. So that's all I got for the Great Plains region for episode number 3. So I hope you enjoyed, and keep watching.